Yes, just in time for breakfast. All right, Sammy, go ahead and open up my Fitness Pal. Oh, what do we got? A cup of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, yes sir. And then, of course, my favorite 240 milliliters of Fairlife fat-free milk. And that right there looks perfect. And let's go ahead and get this started.
So stop what you're doing.
What?
It's the year 2020. It's milk burst now, not cereal.
Really? Oh my. Come on, 240 milliliters. Come on. Almost there. Budge. All right, just a little bit up. Budge. Ah.
Not again. Axel, not even in the future, many years from now, have you learned your lesson? And I don't blame him, honestly. I mean, because counting macros is tough. Counting calories is tough. I mean, who here wants to count calories for the rest of their lives? No one, right? And who here has been counting calories since they were born? But what makes us feel that we must count calories in order to reach our goal? That once we start tracking everything, we're gonna get our results that we want. And it's unfortunate because that's just not the case. And typically we fall in this one cycle where we have a favorite fitness influencer online or a favorite actor, a favorite famous person, right? And you see them do something crazy, like in one extreme where they do 10K calorie challenges every single weekend and they get to eat so much food. And then the other extreme where you have this super dedicated, super strict person where they're just eating chicken, broccoli, and rice all the time. And you know what happens when you try to implement these protocols that these other people are following? It usually doesn't work, okay? And I fell in these same traps before. There's this one fitness YouTuber named Christian Guzman. I'm sure you guys all know him, okay? I'm repping his gear right now. So I used to follow everything he did to a T, okay? He could do anything and I would follow it. He could literally buy a Walmart notebook for like $2, slap an Alpha Elite logo on it, and I would probably buy it. Yes, I would have definitely bought it at that time when I was so dedicated to what he was doing. And you know why these approaches will never work? These approaches of following exactly what someone does to the T? Because you don't have the same behavior and lifestyle as them, okay? You each have something in you that makes you different, okay? Each of you have different qualities that make you stand apart from each person. And your behavior and your lifestyle is the single most important factor that you must consider whenever you're trying to diet, whenever you're trying to build muscle, trying to lose fat. Your behavior and your lifestyle is what makes you different. That's right, you, the person who's watching this video. So let me go ahead and pull up this pyramid on the screen, okay? This is built by the members over at Team 3DMJ. And you see, as you can see in this pyramid, before you even go to the other steps of the pyramid, when it comes to nutrition, you gotta factor in your behavior and your lifestyle because that's so important. That correlates to everything else in that pyramid. And then too often, we just want a one-size-fit-all solution when it comes to dieting. And unfortunately, guys and gals, that just doesn't work. And listen, if you guys and gals are hearing what I'm putting down, listen, I get it. It's tough figuring out what works. It's tough figuring out what works best for you. But that's why I'm making this video, to hopefully show you that you're not the only one with this problem and to as well guide you into the right direction. But what you must first know is that it is okay to do things differently from other people because you're just not the same as other people. Being too strict is gonna make you fail. And then on this flip side, being not strict enough, that's gonna make you fail as well, okay? You just gotta find the right balance. And you know what's the best way to find the right balance for you? That's through trial and error. And yes, that means making mistakes along the way. But as long as when you fail, you get yourself right back up and you never quit, you're gonna succeed. And that's all it's gonna take. So now that I got you pumped and hopefully motivated, ready to learn, let's go ahead and hop right into this. Now, most of you are probably in that traditional counting macros, counting calories approach where you have a set caloric target and then you also have a set fat goal, a set carb goal, and a set protein goal. That's probably what most of you are doing, where you have these strict targets and then you have to hit these each day. And if you don't hit these targets to the T, to the exact way, then you didn't make any progress, then you feel like you just failed. But let me tell you this, it doesn't need to be that strict. You don't have to be that strict with your targets. Now, if you were telling me that you were already extremely lean and you're trying to get even leaner to go step on stage for a competition, then I will be like, okay, then you probably do need to make these targets pretty strict. But I'm sure most of you aren't trying to do that. Most of you aren't trying to get lean to step on stage. That's not what most of us are here for in this video. No, you're just trying to get your body weight to a place to where you feel happy with it. So what I'm gonna tell you guys is instead, do yourselves all a favor and follow these 3 simple steps that you can apply today that's gonna help you make tracking so much better, so much easier, and it's gonna help you succeed and reach that goal that you have. All right, so tip number 1, get ready for this. First thing I want you all to do is if you have a set caloric target goal, so if you're eating exactly 3,000 calories, maybe 4,000 calories, 2,000, drop that immediately, no more exact target for that. I want you to eat a range, plus or minus 100 calories. It's gonna be so much simpler fitting in foods for the day. That way you don't have to stress so much on hitting a specific target. You know, I used to do that too. I remember I was looking at my MyFitnessPal log from over a year ago, back when I was competing for my first competition. Here, go pull it up. And I remember, as you can see right here, I had like 60 grams of banana placed. And I remember before I used to chop up a banana to measure the exact gram amount for what I needed for that day. And the rest I would just pick up, toss it in the garbage, and that's it. And that's just so weird. I didn't need to do that. I should have just ate that whole banana. And first off, who eats the banana on a plate with a fork once you peeled it? That's just weird to me. Why do that? Anyways, okay, so now we're coming on to tip number 2. So for tip number 2, what I want you all to do is get rid of the fat target, get rid of the carbohydrate target, get those out of here. They're making things too hard. No, I just want you to keep a protein target. That's it, okay? Nothing more. So with that, I want you to eat your fats and carbs each day depending on what foods you prefer to eat, okay? So some people like to eat more fats, some people like to eat more carbs. It's okay, let them fluctuate. Now, there is a small catch though. The Institute of Medicine does recommend that you at least get 20% of your total calories coming from fat. So make sure you hit that one minimum. And then when it comes to your protein target, that's the only target I want you to have, and it's gonna be a range. I want you to at least each day eat 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's gonna make sure you make the most out of your workouts. And then, so simply stated, okay, just make sure you hit your protein minimum intake and you hit your fat minimum intake. And you do those 2 things, let me tell you, it's gonna be a piece of cake from here on out. All right, so tip number 3. So tip number 3 is you wanna focus on lower energy density foods. So what's energy density? Essentially, energy density is just energy content divided by weight. But in other words, calories divided by grams. So you wanna avoid higher energy dense foods. You don't wanna eliminate them, but just avoid them. Don't make all your diet consisting of this. So higher energy density foods are primarily processed foods. So things such as, what do I got here? I got some of them here with me. Got some Oreo donuts. Nope, not right now. Next thing we got some Pop-Tarts. Go ahead and see that. Yep, not right now as well. And then we also have toaster strudels. Do I want some toaster strudels? Oh, we got some sour stripes during the party, candy, higher energy dense foods, okay? And then, do I want some after this video? No, not today. So those are considered higher energy density foods. And because they're also higher energy density, they also have less protein per calorie, less fiber per calorie. They're eating much faster. And because of all those things, they're less satiating. That's no good. No. So what we want to be focusing on primarily for our diet is lower energy dense foods. So that's going to be things such as, no, dang, I got none of that stuff with me, but we want fruits, veggies, chicken, meat. We want all these unprocessed kinds of foods, okay? We want most of our diet to be consisting of these kind of foods. And man, I wish I had some of these with me. Well, I got this Diet Sunkist. This is not one of those lower energy dense food, even though it's 0 calories. This is definitely processed. So, but with these foods have lower calories per gram, okay? They have more protein per calorie, they have more fiber, and because of all of these things, they're way more satiating. It's gonna make it so much easier to stick to your diet, to achieving that body that you really want. Boom, and that's a wrap. That's all those 3 tips I wanted to show you. And after applying all these different things, you should feel like you have way more flexibility into achieving your goals, and it should make it so much easier to stick to. And that's what's the best thing. You wanna make your diet something you can adhere to, that you can stick to for a long term. That's gonna give you success. That's gonna let you achieve your goal. Eventually, after doing all this for a while, you can just completely move on from tracking altogether, because what you're left with is with some habits that you can take with you for the rest of your life to help you live a healthier life. And everyone, that is what you call a wrap to this video. I want to know, let me know in the comments what was your favorite part. Give me the timestamp, give me the time. And don't forget to always like that video, hit that subscribe button. It means so much to me and I don't want you to miss out the future content that I'm going to be posting. And as you all already know, I'll see you all in the next one.
I'm out of my day to focus on myself, but today everything is going down my